y'all know, anybody who is privy to whatever this is will know what I mean when I say I think the problem is that I'm trying to make it a thing, and I just need to speak and say things like, I know what I'm doing, I want to know more, I want to be clear, I want to understand better, and so I want to be able to move with confidence. And I guess that's where the trust comes in, the fact that I'm needing to know before I can have the confidence, as opposed to just trusting and allow my confidence to come from that, to needing to know all of the details or know all what's gonna happen, whether it's good or bad. Like, I can believe that I'll be okay through the bad. I'm okay with that. I've accepted that, right? Because I have experienced it enough. But for whatever reason, it's difficult for me to feel like I can handle it without being prepared, despite the fact that through all those bads, I wasn't prepared, right? I wasn't expecting anything less than ideal to happen. Rather, I wasn't moving in the direction for anything less than ideal to happen, right? Or, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know, anybody who is privy to whatever this is will know what I mean when I say it wasn't my intention for negative things to happen, but they happened, and I made it through, and I did it without having been prepared, without intending for that to be the case. And so for me to get to the other side should be the proof enough I need in order to do the same intentionally, in order for me to say, okay, I know I can get through whatever comes to me, so I just need to know that I'm headed in this direction, and this direction is going to bring me what it brings me. What's going to happen is what's going to happen. As long as I keep going in this direction, and by that I mean as long as I keep going in the direction of what I see out there, right? So, like, it's not a matter of what I'm looking for is north, so I need to keep going north. Sometimes you might have to change direction. Sometimes you might have to take a detour. But it is in that pursuit that you go through what you need to go through and experience what you need to experience. I think in addition to wanting to know things beforehand, I also want to make sense of things after they've happened, because that's kind of my thing, right? Is trying to make sense of things. So for me, it's like, okay, I got through it, I went through it, I experienced it. What the fuck does it mean? Why did I have to do that? Like, what did I learn from it? What did I, gain from it? Why did I have to experience such devastating heartbreak? Like, how can I make this a positive? So I went through what I went through. I accept it, and I understand that I too had a hand in it, right? That it wasn't all the other person's fault that I experienced what I experienced or went through what I went through. Or felt what I felt, right? It wasn't all the other person's fault. I had my own hand in it. I had my own lessons that I needed to learn. So what are they? What were they? What did this experience do for me? I want to know now so that I can be prepared as I press forward, or I can do what I'm supposed to do as I move forward, I don't want to carry any extra shit that I don't need, kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at now in these days. It's just wanting to make the most sense of it all as quickly as possible. And maybe that's where my frustrations are, or why I feel like I don't know, because I can't seem to trust that I got it, right? Even if I haven't unpacked it, even if I'm not aware of it, consciously aware of exactly what it is, I have it. I went through that experience. I picked up everything that I was supposed to pick up. So I have it with me. And as I go through this journey, as I continue in the direction that I'm wanting to go in, that I'm believing is for me, the rest of it will come, right? Or it will reveal itself. The stuff that I don't need will fall out. Or maybe if I try to unpack it too early, I'm getting rid of things that are going to help me on the journey that I don't see the value in just yet, because I haven't reached the place that I will need it in. So if I'm over here like, okay, I went through that experience, I'm sitting in a cave, I'm safe now, right? I have a dwelling, I'm all right, I'm in a space where I can unpack everything, I can look at everything that I've collected along my journey thus far, and I'm in a space where I want to start getting rid of things. If I do that, I could be getting rid of things that I actually do need, even though it may only be one time, right? It may only be one time that I need to speak a certain way or say a specific thing as a result of this relationship or this experience, right? So what's coming into mind right now, because I've experienced this heartbreak, I want to release resentment or this attachment to the potential of that relationship, right? I want to release that. But it's possible that along my journey, I need to speak to somebody in a very specific way as a result of this experience, in a very specific way that's attached to the resentment, or that's attached to my belief in the potential of whatever I thought the relationship was supposed to be, right? It's attached to that, the words that I need to say to someone else in order to release them, in order to free them from whatever it is that they're experiencing. Or I need to be able to look at a situation a certain way with a certain coloring, right, that's attached to this experience. But because I'm in this space where I can unpack things, and I feel strong, and I feel empowered, and I feel like, okay, I'm ready to move forward, I'm ready to keep going and all that stuff, but I want to pack light. Because I'm in that space, I could potentially chuck out this thing that I need and everything that's attached to it, all the things that are attached to this thing that I don't want in my life anymore, that I don't want to be a part of my story or my experience or whatever. Or not that I don't want to be a part of my story, because it is regardless, right? I just don't want it anymore. I'm trying to get rid of this thing, but I have things attached to it that I need in order to move forward, or that someone else needs in order to move forward, and I'm trying to check it out. And so I would be doing myself a disservice. I would be doing the people around me, the people attached to me, a disservice. And so I have to just trust that the reason I haven't been able to unpack it, the reason that I haven't been able to release it, is because there is something else attached to it that I need. And it's proving to be difficult, but I can do it. I will do it. But for now, I'm going to go in this Michael's and buy stuff.